I count down, but there's always a tiny bit beforehand where it's just starting recording. And 3 seconds in, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Ball Knowledge Podcast. As always, I'm your host Usman, and I'm joined again by Aslam. We took a week off, but we are back. I had courseworks to do, and MK is unreliable as fuck.
As you can see by him not being here.
Yeah, exactly. Let's start off by saying, Que sera sera. We are going to Wembley.
Oh. Yeah, it's sad that we couldn't get MK for this because Arsenal are his favourite team, as we have noticed recently, you know.
Yeah, what was it? 1 week or once a week super team.
Yeah, 1 game a week super team.
Yeah.
And he has predicted many times that Arsenal will beat Liverpool at the Emirates, you know. Especially this is it was brilliant, especially because they've scored 1 goal in like 5 meetings against us. And they've won twice in 16. But MK believes that they had a chance against us, even with our depleted side. You know, Jota came to play. Trent is the best right. He might actually be the greatest right back of all time. I love exaggerating. But he's got a nice trajectory, is what I'll say. He's got a nice little trajectory.
The way he can pick people out is incredible.
Yeah, he is our creative engine. It's nice that we don't have to rely on Jordan Henderson for creativity.
Yeah, I was arguing with my friend during the week saying Henderson's time at Liverpool's finished.
I don't think it's finished.
But I think it's time to start like rotating him.
Oh yeah,
starting team.
Yeah, I think he's a 31-year-old that's now being played in an even more advanced position than he has been before, which makes no sense because midfielders should go and drop deeper when they progress in their careers. So
I think it doesn't help that he's in a squad that is hungry for more championships and stuff, and so him trying to push forward isn't really helping.
And he's the captain of everything.
Yeah,
so he's gonna be more. He's gonna have a load of games anyway, and I mean we're in all 4 competitions as well. So I mean we should be able to rotate him neatly, but we just don't seem to be doing that well right now, which is why you get so much.
The last time we were in all 4 competitions at this time of the year.
At this time, no, because we were.
It was the club's first season, I think. Yeah, I don't think we got knocked out of the FA Cup in the 3rd round that season. I might be wrong, but I don't remember getting knocked out of the FA Cup that early.
What did we have? No, I think we might have got knocked out in like the 4th or 5th round. I'm not gonna lie, because we went out to Wolves and West Ham. We went out to West Ham twice. I remember that. That hurt. Then I was like, I don't like the FA Cup anyway. I hate it. It's the Carabao Cup. But anyways, now the only time I will get out for a Carabao Cup game is now that we've got the Japanese Messi that always plays in there, and during the latter stages, and we never reach the latter stages anyway. So it's like, all right, but now it's like, okay, fine. Now, if we win it, brilliant. If we don't, oh well. It's literally not make or break for me. It's just nice to have it. I mean, people are like, oh, but it'll be a major trophy, and I'll look at them and I go, is it a major trophy then, or is it just a trophy? I mean, it is, but also, is it?
Yeah, because no other league in the world has 2 different cup competitions.
I mean, well, if we win it, yeah, it's arguably the best cup competition. I'm not gonna lie. You know, the FA Cup. I mean, who really cares about the FA Cup? It's minor. You know, it's minor. But yeah, I mean, it's nice. I thought we played really well. Apart from the opening fight, there you go. There's another title for them. So they've had they won. They beat Man City for 30 minutes, and ultimately ended up losing that game. They beat us 0-0 at Anfield, and they hit the bar. That's it.
I know we're talking about they've hit the bar, right? I don't think I've ever been more confident in Liverpool's goalkeeping, like our backup goalkeeper ever in my life. I don't think I've been so
We've never had
fine with my goalkeepers in a
I mean, who
team.
did we used to have? We used to have like Brad Jones.
Yeah, millionaire.
Like, I mean, Mignolet was alright. But
Okay, yeah, but there's a reason we got Allison there, and we knew what the problem was. Pepe Reina in his final years when the near post was like 100 miles away from him.
or when Drogba was I swear the guy he used to strip for Drogba. It was actually it's actually a problem. But
Yeah, but Kelleher was brilliant.
I mean, our whole defense. I mean, Matip, in my opinion, was a bit shaky in the first half. Like there was a bunch of moments where he was careless in possession, or he just done some bozo stuff. But, I mean, that's low key part of the Matip trade, isn't it? He's 1 minute world class, the next minute a bit off. But then we got Kanate. I love Kanate so much.
He's so good,
he's
especially
funny. Like there's this moment we had a corner come in, yeah, and then it eventually went out, but like the referee calls something, and he's just bundled on the floor on top of someone, and they show the replay, and he just goes diving on top of someone, and he lands on them. It's the funniest thing, man.
Sure, for his age, he's a brilliant centre back.
Oh, he's incredible, man. And I know the thing is, why I get so annoyed with our signings is we make good signings, we just don't make enough of them, which is the problem. I don't look at our signings and go, oh well, you were a bust, or you weren't good, or you haven't served a purpose. It's besides, who did we get? That centre back Ben Davies. It was useless. It did nothing. Literally did nothing. But everyone else, I mean, has basically been a hit, and you can point to potentially Kaita, but he's just a victim.
Yeah, I think Kaita was only because of how often he was injured, rather than him not being good. Because when he's good, he is so brilliant to watch.
Like he's fucking
strike on him.
Yeah, he's technically our second best midfielder behind Thiago.
Yeah,
because Fabinho is. I mean, sometimes Fabinho is just slow. If Fabinho had more pace, he'd be so I know he's already world class and arguably the best in his position, but he'd be on another level if he had just a bit more pace. It actually is so mental. But yeah,
Fabinho's so good, man. He might be up there as one of my top 3 favorite Liverpool midfielders of all time.
What? So there's Gerrard, Xabi Alonso, Fabinho.
Yeah.
I mean, don't you want to put the absolute legend Alberto Aquilani up there?
Yeah.
I was so sad when he didn't pan out. I actually was sad. He has such a cool name, Alberto Aquilani. It sounds gangster. It actually does. But then he just was a bit shit, wasn't he? And we had to get rid of him, and that was sad. But yeah, that's all right.
Send Gillette.
Dickheads.
I do want to ask, obviously we did talk about Liverpool, Arsenal. Do you see any progression from the Arsenal we've known for years?
No, I mean technically, because they look like the old Arsenal, the ones of the 90s, that you can beat the shit out of everyone and get red cards and be known as that aggressive, terrible side. I mean, what? They show up for 5-10 minutes in a game and then do nothing else, and their fans hang on to that. Oh look, we did it. And then the dickhead defenders like Ben White, who thinks he's all that after one leg because a striker missed after he bottled it. Then he gets violated by Jota, flipping stripper. Gabriel's just weird. He just does some really odd stuff. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Tomiyasu got skinned by Jota as well.
Jota owns Arsenal Football Club. I forget Kroenke, it's Jota.
Yeah,
He's
six goals and six appearances against them.
Exactly, they're just victims to his wrath. He's just great. Maybe that's why MK likes Arsenal so much. He don't like Jota. He's a victim.
If the low block worked in the first game, why change it?
Because Arteta is Pep's little boy apparently, and he really would they have this sort of identity crisis where they want to be Wenger's Arsenal, but at the same time they also want that he's pragmatic enough
identity.
to accept that, like, hey, we can't do that all the time. But then they get caught in doing both of them, and I feel like sometimes their players are confused. I mean, this Lokonga guy, I don't get him. I actually don't get him. Like, I've never seen him do good in midfield. I've like never, and I've never seen their fans either go like,
What is
"Hey,
he doing or anything?"
he had a good performance." They're always like, "No, he's shit. He can't play for us." What do you mean?
I think Arsenal have like such bad luck in the midfield.
I don't think
I
it's
don't know
bad.
if it's specifically because they have bad players, but just bad luck in the midfield.
No, I just think they're dumb. Like, the thing is, I don't know. Like, Man United's midfield is bad, right? But the difference between them is, like, Man United's midfield is technically bad, but these guys are so mentally bad that it just makes them even worse.
At least Man United's midfield showed like glimpses of promise, though.
Dude, Arsenal's midfield. That's why I've never been high on Arsenal this season. Because until they prove to me that they can do actually do something worthwhile against a big side, I can't trust them. But Big Whoop, you beat like Norwich 5-0. Brilliant. I'm proud of you. You beat one of the worst sides in the league 5-0. You did what you're supposed to do. Now take the extra step and do something more. Bugger off and stop that. Like, it's so annoying. I just don't like them. They go through like peaks and troughs, but there's no median point. It's always either our players are the best, Saka, best young talent, Martinelli, best in the world, this, that, Ben White, Gabriel, best in the league, or they're all just shit. And there's nothing else. Like, they're all best or worst. That's it. There's no median to actually be like, hey. And I'm sorry, I just...
Maybe MK really is an Arsenal fan because he's as reactionary as them.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And the amount of taxes he likes to introduce. What is he, a fucking politician? Fuck off.
Moving on to another North London team. I want to touch on this. What a win for Tottenham.
Oh yeah, I was watching that. I was playing. We have this little mini pool team, right? I'm playing there, and I'm like watching, and because at that point they'd accumulated like the most XG ever, and they were
6
losing.
or something, right?
Yeah, this season and 6th ever.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, bloody hell, Kane, you really are useless, aren't you? Because he's in my fantasy side, and I'm like, you bloody waste, man. I spent 12 million. Your fixture to get cancelled, and then for you to do piss all. I'm thinking like, bloody hell, like this is just an actual travesty, I mean, technically he scored, but he should have done more. Like, he had a load of opportunities before his goal. But then, like, it's a 90, what was it, the
94th minute.
4th minute. And you know what, yeah? They looked comfortable. In the sense, not in the sense that the result was like great, fantastic result, but in the sense that they weren't panicking and just trying to shove the ball in. They had a plan and they stuck to it, and then their players acted on that and delivered. You had Højbjerg, who ran up the pitch, done all that. He still had the composure to deliver a ball into the box and eventually reaches Bergwijn. And then, like their North London unlike their North London counterparts, instead of having this big meltdown because they'd equalised, like Arsenal did against Palace, they picked up the ball, went back to the centre circle, and they had a stroke of luck because Tillemans did some
He's an idiot. Yeah.
Yeah, but again, typical Leicester. And then like Vestergaard was just a bozo. I don't know what he was doing. Like, he was just caught in no man's land. And then Kane delivered a brilliant ball, like a ball that only players of his caliber can put forward. And Bergwijn finished. I don't know what Kasper Schmeichel was doing actually. I pointed that out at the time. Like, what's he like? You're not in any trouble if you just stay in there. Then you're forcing Bergwijn, who might have one of the worst one-on-one records ever. I've never seen him score one to like beat you. Instead, he comes out, and then even when he came out, then he stumbled and he was like, "Oh shit, what have I done?" And then he stops, and in that like time, Bergwijn just comes and
Who was on the goal line for that goal? Was it Vestergaard or Brighton?
Probably both.
Because whoever it was, I don't know if it was because they thought Bergwijn was going to shoot or what, or Bergwijn just really faked them out really well, but they just dropped. They skidded across the goal, and Bergwijn just shot on the other end.
And Brendan Rodgers came out today and he was like, I don't think Tottenham won that game. And I'm like, well, they literally did, mate.
Yeah,
You didn't get the
you
3
say,
points, did you?
as much as we can say it's the history of the Tottenham, it is the history of fucking Brendan Rodgers.
He's a bloody loser, isn't he? He had a bottle job. Anytime he first he used to bottle the big moments. Now he's even he's
The
moved up
small
a
one.
lot. He's gone to the smaller moments as well.
He's only
But
against Tottenham twice now with Leicester. It was the end of the season
season,
last
yeah,
season,
the
the
bottle
season
game.
the season before, yeah.
Yeah, and Bell came in and
Was it
ended.
5-3 or something?
Yeah,
Or
that
5-2?
was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. I mean, I felt bad, but then at the same time, Brendan Rodgers, you're a waste man, so you deserve it. I blame him for Gerrard going. So
Yeah. Do you think this has revitalized Spurs career? Because apparently he was on like the verge of leaving if Ajax had put in a better bid.
Well, I mean, I hope it does. I kind of like him. He's actually stepped up in some pretty decent moments. And I mean, I know he flopped against us, but he had that goal against Man City on like his debut.
Yeah.
And now he's popped up with a couple of goals against. I mean, that's just what Conte does, isn't it? He finds these players that would be on the cusp of leaving, and he gives them new life. Or he aims to. I mean, even he can't revitalize Dele Alli. That guy's just lost as a human being. But I mean, on the whole, that's why I believe in this Spurs and Conte. Oh, that's why I believe in Conte more than Spurs. It's more that I believe that he can do something more with these players that probably no one else could.
Yeah.
More than I think that Spurs are this brilliant side. Because I mean, if you look at the actual team, it's not very good, especially without Son there. Oh God, I was like, oh God, yeah, especially without Son there, it's like pretty lackluster. But he'll be back after the international break, money.
Yeah. I think it's after this week there's the winter break
Fantastic.
and an FA Cup at the start of Feb.
Even worse. I mean, I just like why? Like make FA Cup. Don't give it its own week and just make it midweek. I hate FA Cup weeks until like the latter part, but we're never in the latter part anyway.
This is around the time we get knocked out.
Yeah. I mean, who have we got even? Shrewsbury. No, didn't we beat?
Shrewsbury Preston.
Oh, you know what? I kind of want a bigger side. I don't like playing against these bozo teams.
Do you know what? I don't think we did what's it called? I don't think we did a video after the FA Cup last time. But there was a specific game that I wanted to point out to you lot. It was the bear with me, I had to find it. Barnsley Barrow game.
Did Barrow win?
The 5-4 game. Barnsley won. What a fucking game that was, man. That was incredible.
I mean, when you
And all of the goals in that game were bangers. Like one of them was a free kick from like 35 or 40 yards out. Went straight in top corner.
the thing is, right? Like it's these games, yeah, these lower games, they're a bit like Premier League, like relegation battle games, where they're the actual best games in the league, or they're either the best games in the league because they offer you up some like good football or semi-decent football or chaotic football, and
Yeah.
or they're just turgid and horrible to watch, and they're just some of the worst things you've ever done. And then you're sat there on like Friday at 9 o'clock thinking, why am I watching this shit when I could be watching anything else and I'd be having a much better time? But
I feel like I know why you're
between.
talking about that.
Yeah, there's like no in between. It's either horrible or brilliant.
Is that because it's Watford Norwich tonight?
It's brilliant because I've got Dennis as my captain.
I do as well.
I need to do something.
Well, yeah, okay, we have Cardiff.
Oh, that's terrible. I don't care.
Cardiff are sitting 20th in the championship.
Oh, brilliant.
We're gonna fucking lose now.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of the championship,
it's so much fun to watch.
You know what? Yeah, Rooney's been linked with
Everton.
Everton, right? He can go there after he finishes this season, right? Because I don't like Wayne Rooney for many reasons. But if he does this, You know what? He's already a better manager than Lampard. I don't give a shit, right? But like, if he does this, this will be a top 3 moment in English football history. It might actually be up there with Leicester, given
And
that
you
they
know
won
what? I
22.
told Christian to put money on it. I don't think he did.
Like, well, they had 22 points deducted from them.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
had like 8 first team players. And I know they played 2 games extra to Peterborough and Barnsley and whatever, but I mean, they're both terrible sides, so hopefully they lose. But he's 8 points off of Reading right now, and they're in pretty decent form.
Yeah.
And the championship has like, what, 42, 43 games? 46
Yeah.
games. So he's got 20 games, all right? That's 60 points. I'm going to guess that they would probably need about, well, going at this rate, let's just double it, 40 points. So he realistically needs to win about 7, 8 games. I think he could do it.
I think he
I
will.
could do it.
I said at the start of the season they will stay up.
I believe in him. I don't like Wayne Rooney, but this is making me like him because I like the underdog.
What else we can talk about? Transfer news. Newcastle are linked with literally everyone.
Yeah, well, that's that's the beauty of having 400-500 million that you are allowed to spend.
Yeah.
I mean, they apparently now they're off Lingard a bit more because like Man United are being stingy with it or
Yeah,
something.
they keep rejecting him. Or
Yeah,
keep
and it's
rejecting
like,
them even.
okay, so now they want to go to Dele Alli, which is like the wrong move. Don't go for Dele Alli if you need someone to scrap for you because he is not a fighter. He's a bloody loser now. He won't do anything for you. He's lazy. It's the wrong move, I would say, right now. And if they can turn him around, then fair enough. But for right now, no, I wouldn't say
Yeah.
good. Apparently, they want Diego Carlos, but that's stalled as well. And it's like this. I know that they have this scattergun approach, but when you're in a relegation battle and you have this much money, you might as well just spread it over.
I feel like what they've done so far is pretty good business though. They're looking at what they need to get.
Yeah, I mean Trippier is decent for their creative side, and now they want a midfielder, and they probably want another attacker. It's clever because their midfield is awful.
Do you think they get Dembele?
No. What do you mean? Dembele.
Yeah, it's one Dembele. He's on his way out of Barcelona, 20 million.
He would actually like die as soon as he stepped on the pitch. I'm telling you, like the guy was getting injured at Barcelona. Imagine on the pitches at St James's Park. Bloody hell. Guy would literally just die.
I mean, it's probably a good thing they're out of the FA Cup before they had to face Barrow and then face like
true.
one of some of the worst pitches in England.
That's a banger. But yeah. Speaking of transfer news, right? Liverpool are linked with this Carvalho kid from Fulham.
Oh yeah, he's sick.
Yeah, I've seen he's got good stats in the Premier League 2, the second part, the youth part, and then for Fulham he's been linked up with Mitrovic, who might break the goal record for the Championship in February.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I have a problem with Fulham. I have a really big problem with Fulham.
I have a problem with Mitrovic.
And no, like he's fucking. I have a problem with him as well because he's fucking shit in the Premier League. I don't understand it. But the problem with Fulham is right. They are. I think they're top of the league. I can't remember exactly. Are they top of the league?
Let me check. Yeah, they're top by 5 points.
Okay. They have Stoke up. I don't know when. It might be this weekend. Let me check.
They have who? Stoke. Yeah, they have Stoke tomorrow.
800 fans are traveling.
What from? Why?
From Fulham to Stoke. You're top of the fucking league.
I think that's the problem, though.
You scored like 19 goals in 5 games or however, whatever it is, and you're sending 800 people.
Yeah, but I think the problem is right that they've seen this before with Fulham, where they do really well in the Championship, and everyone goes, hey, and then Fulham will do some really stupid stuff in the transfer business, change up their whole side, and then it's like, well, we're going down now. So I think it's more. It's not the fact that the fans are like silly. They probably still watch the games and they recognize that what Fulham are doing is great, but like Fulham to me are like a staple in Premier League football. Like they were always there when I used to watch them. And when they went down, it was like, oh, what the hell, man? This is Fulham. Like I know they're not like Man City or something, but that's Fulham. It's the same with Blackburn. It's like that's Blackburn. That's a staple. I watched them beat Man United, and I was like, wow, how could they do this? Or Wigan when they had Roberto Martinez, and he was like the best upcoming manager because he saved them multiple times and he won them an FA Cup. Like that's Wigan. These are staples of Premier League football. So the fact that their fans are like they go up and then everyone's got this hype and then they go back down. Like they're fed up with that and they want.
Yeah, I saw.
And the best way to show your dissatisfaction is by not being there. That's why Newcastle barely had any change for so long, because as much as they were pissed off with what was going on, their fans are too passionate and they're not going to abandon the side because football is so important to fans like to people in Newcastle and stuff. But yeah, you know what? Yeah, speaking of football and bollocks and fraudulence, right?
Yeah.
The FIFA Best 11 came out, right? Let me try and do some fraud. It's horrible. It's terrible. Let me see if I can share my screen, right? Share that.
The goal record for the championship is 99 goals. Fulham are on 70.
They're gonna beat that. Is it sharing? I can't tell.
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, yeah. Look how terrible this is, right? So let me just come up with some facts. First of all, Donnarumma wasn't the best keeper in the world, or that they decided, right?
Yeah.
They decided that Mendy was the best keeper. So why is Donnarumma there? Second of all, he doesn't even start for PSG consistently enough. Him and Navas are having problems, right? And thirdly, I think he's massively overrated. I think he saves what he should save, and he's normally protected by a good defensive line, right?
Yep.
Number two, Diaz, yes, fine, I accept that. Bonucci should not be there. I'm sorry. He had a good Euros, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, Bonucci, the
He's revitalized or whatever."
No, he was not. He was not good for Juventus. All right, he should not be there. Right, and if we're going by what we'll see later on, Van Dijk should be there, and I'll explain why in a bit. Alaba shouldn't be there either, in my opinion. I mean, what did he do? Like everyone just has these like hipster choices. It was like, oh, this player should be there. No, you know who should be there? Rudiger and Thiago Silva, especially if they're playing a 3 because they won the Champions League and they were actually great this year. And I'm not the biggest fan of Rudiger, but I think he should be in there.
Yeah.
Then they have Kante, fair enough, fine, I don't care. Jorginho, fine, he was there, I don't give a shit. De Bruyne shouldn't be there, in my opinion, because first of all, the second half of the season, what's he done? He's barely played in this half.
Yeah, that's true.
He popped up with a goal against us, but what's he really done? He got a goal against us in Chelsea, but you can't look at him and go, he's been brilliant for this. I wouldn't put him in the Premier League side of the season this year. And for the first half, fair enough, but I can't do that. Lionel Messi, same thing. Especially on the right. You can't have him on the right.
They chose a really weird formation as well.
Like, yeah, what is this formation? But like, on the other hand, Lionel Messi was what, second for the best? So fair enough, you can have him. I don't care about that. Whereas Mo Salah, though, if he's third in your rankings, and Haaland and Ronaldo aren't there,
I think this is the one that's voted for by footballers, right?
This is ridiculous. They're all idiots. This is why people say that footballers should not have this much money, because it makes stupid lists like this. Like, what is this? This is nonsense. This is ridiculous. I'm not having it. It's shit.
Oh no, I agree with you. It's stupid.
No, yeah. How do I do this? All right. Let me get paint up. Right? All right. Save image. Yeah. I'm gonna try and fraud the system, right? Let me stop sharing. Confirm so. Let me actually fix it. So what would you actually do to like fix this?
So we know we take out Donnarumma, put in Mendy.
100%.
I think Mendy deserved it 100%. I think he should have won it at the Ballon d'Or one. But you know.
Oh yeah, definitely should have.
They're racist.
Oh my God, I know what. Okay. I'm gonna have to. I know what to do actually. No, I don't.
I'll never forget that they gave what's his name Lewandowski a giant cracker for a trophy.
Yeah.
The best striker. Piss off, man. Just say you don't think he was the best player in the world and get on with it.
All right, I'm back to sharing my screen. All right, this is the most off-the-cuff, stupid list. But Mendy is our new goalkeeper. All right, Diaz, you can stay. This is the correct pick.
Yeah.
Kante, I would say you can stay. Jorginho, you can stay. No, you are not staying. Sorry, Ronaldo, you're not staying. Haaland, you're not staying. Lewandowski, you can stay. Messi, you kind of have to stay because they put you number 2. That's it. But
Okay, so up front, we're putting Salah.
Yeah, so we got Santa over here.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay, allow the computer typing. It's actually hard. All right, who would we stick on the left though? I think we might actually have to put like Haaland on the left.
I think Haaland should be in the team.
All right.
Or Mbappe.
Oh yeah. Mbappe and Haaland, they've both had semi-fraudulent years in the sense that they've had really good goal outputs, but this guy didn't even get into the Euros, and Mbappe frauded his side in the Euros.
Oh, actually, obviously, you know, right.
I'm gonna have
should be what's his name? Sebastian Aller. What man?
No, actually, I've gone with Mbappe. I've had to do it because
who's your other midfielder then?
UCL. This is my third midfielder. That's a very good question. Now we could go with the Man United pick and go with Bruno, but he's frauded a lot of big games, and I don't like midfielders that go missing a lot. So I'm gonna go left field and go either Modric or Kroos. But either one's fine for me. But I think Modric is.
Yeah.
I think Modric had a great year, and I know La Liga has gone to shit recently, but that midfield 3 of Modric, Casemiro, and Kroos is still class. All right, now we need our defense. Oh yeah, wait, I've done it.
Van Dijk and Rudiger, right?
No, I'm not putting. I can't put Van Dijk there. I can't do it. Oh God, that's red. I've gone with Rudiger instead. Rudy. That's
a much better team.
That is the actual men's World 11 this year.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Take out FIFA. Arsenal.
Yeah. You pricks. How about that? You've just been owned by a 20-year-old using paint.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. All right.
Okay. Before we move on to our predictions, I want to talk about, because it is the big football tournament. It is the football tournament happening at the moment. AFCON. AFCON's been fun.
AFCON's brilliant.
It is so funny.
AFCON is. I thought Copa America was the greatest international competition, right? AFCON has taken the cake. They've introduced fraudulence. They've introduced stupidity, and it's just brilliant as a whole. I mean, and it has a lot of drama. I mean, Algeria, the team that everyone was like, yeah, Algeria, knocked out, scored 1 goal in the entire tournament, I think. What the hell? Nigeria, who didn't even get arguably or what we thought would be their best or most important player, Emmanuel Dennis. Nope, doesn't matter, because instead they've got Taiwo Awoniyi, the former Liverpool star, and their side is hilarious, and they're winning, and they're through, and that's like, you know what? Fair play. Play.
Oh, it's been really good. Morocco have done really well as well. Without Ziyech.
Oh, and of course our boy, Naby Keita.
Yeah, all 3 of our players are through to the next round.
Senegal were terrible. They scored 1 goal and
they got through. You know what? I think Egypt are in for a really tough game next because they've got Ivory Coast.
I mean, Ivory Coast are semi-stupid. I mean,
yeah, their keeper. That mistake was so funny.
That was so sad when he's like,
His knee got stuck in the ground, and then
shows
the
you
ball
how
went out.
it shows you how important this is to them. I will not hear it. I think that Watford not releasing Emmanuel Dennis is an absolute disgrace.
Yeah.
Like an absolute disgrace, and people are not talking about that enough. How can you deny a person from like if this was the Euros and it was the other way around, there'd be so much uproar. But because it's AFCON and people think that it's like a lesser competition or whatever, they're like, no, this is ridiculous. Like they should be allowed to play, and he should have been released, especially with the brilliance that they're giving us. My word. Now Nigeria.
For some of the things that we learned during AFCON that were hilarious. The first game was Burkina Faso versus Cameroon, and the Confederation of African Football took down their own stream of the game and copyrighted themselves.
They're incredible.
They've done this, I think, as far as I know, they didn't do it again, but they did it twice to themselves.
They are world class.
What game was it? Mali versus Tunisia, I think. The referee called for full time at 85 minutes because he forgot his watch. Or he forgot what time the game started and he just blew full time. And then he blew full time 2 minutes early.
Oh, he's incredible. He's what you call incredible. I mean, Gabon have had the whole... Gabon, to be fair to them, without their big boys, have got through.
I mean, I don't think Gabon like Aubameyang anyway.
Oh, no,
but El Mick said that Aubameyang was fine. Apparently, Arsenal ran tests and they didn't say they didn't find any heart problems or anything.
Oh, maybe it's Gabonese doctors.
Yeah, they hate him. No one in Gabon likes him.
Yeah, because players like him and Lamina took like financial payouts to actually pay for them, and people didn't like that because there are other people more willing to do that. And then they're like, well, look at all these players. They're actually doing something in AFCON for once. Brilliant. So who do you think is winning it?
I think it's between Nigeria and Ivory Coast. I'd like to see Nigeria win it.
I think Nigeria have got, for the culture, for favour.
Yeah. I think Twitter would go fucking crazy as well.
Oh, I mean, there'll be a decrease in crime rates. You can't say that, Usman. That's so bad.
For fuck's sake. Oh no.
That's so bad, Usman. You are such a terrible person. Premier League fixtures, yeah. We'll move straight on.
We'll move quickly on. No more AFCON talk until the end of the tournament.
Exactly. No more AFCON. Like, look at these fixtures. This is what you
look,
call...
it's me. Sharing your screen.
Oh, shit. Split screen. There you go. That one. Boom. Now look at that.
All right. What a game tonight. Watford, Norwich.
I'm going to have to go 3-0 Norwich. What? No, Watford. 3-0 Watford. Bloody hell.
I'm going to go 2-1 Watford, and hopefully Dennis scores both of those goals. Hopefully.
Oh, God. Why have I gone 3-0 actually? Norwich are not terrible. I'm gonna go 2-0. Do I think that Watford can keep a clean sheet? Absolutely not. 2-1. Everton Villa. That is tasty.
Let's go, Gerrard and Coutinho.
2-2.
Speaking of Coutinho, I nearly cried when he scores against United. What a beautiful moment.
He nearly cried as well.
I'm going 3-2 Villa. I'd really love it if they score in the last minute against Everton. But then now they got Big Dunk.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah. I'm sorry to see Agent Raphael go.
Yeah, he had a good time there, but sadly.
What's next? Brentford, Watford, fucking Wolves.
I'm gonna go 2-0 Wolves. They found the shooting boots for once.
Actually, I'm gonna go 3-0 Wolves.
Good lord.
I think they've been really good defensively for the last few games. As far as I remember.
Leeds Newcastle.
Oh God, I love the idiots.
What 3-1 leads?
I'll go 2-2. It's a sort of game Leeds should win, but they won't.
Man United, West Ham.
That's at 3. Why?
Why not?
I think Man United gonna lose.
Oh no.
Every time I've noticed that every time I go for Man United to win big, they lose.
You should go for a big win then.
Yeah, I should. Okay, 7 to Man United.
Good God.
No, joking. I'm gonna go 2-1 West Ham.
Oh wow. I'm gonna go 1-1. I think they're both useless.
Fair enough.
Absolutely useless. Southampton, Man City.
Now hear me out.
Oh no.
Southampton have been able to keep a clean sheet against Man City, even on shit form. I think it's going to be a 0-0 draw.
I was gonna go 1-1.
Fair enough.
so now I feel like I have to go with a Man City win because I thought I was the one being different. So
I was going to go Southampton draw.
I'm going 1-0 Man City.
Ah,
Palace.
let's go. Come on. If both of us say it, we can speak it into existence.
No, definitely not.
Arsenal, Burnley. Oh, we got Liverpool Palace first.
No, let's go Arsenal Burnley then.
Oh, I got 4-1 Arsenal. Actually, 4-0. No Chris Wood. No party.
Oh, no corners on the fight. 3-0.
Nice. Okay.
Arsenal.
Palace Liverpool should be very interesting.
Yeah, it should be an interesting 3-1 win for Liverpool.
Bloody hell. Fair enough.
I have to be confident in it.
I will go for a slight 2-1 win because Palace are good at Selhurst.
Leicester Brighton. Battle of the Bottlers. Sorry, Brighton, but you just do bottle everything. You're a shit Leicester. So for that reason, you are both 1-1. You're just terrible.
For that reason, I'm going 2-1 Brighton.
Oh my God.
I think Mope is going to score at the end.
And then the best one of all, Chelsea Tottenham. 2-0 Chelsea.
I said something during the week that I'm going to have to back up.
Racism.
1-0 Tottenham.
Fine. I don't think they've got a very good record.
There's one game next week. Just one. While everyone else is on winter break. It is the game that keeps getting postponed.
So Burnley,
Watford postponed it, and in the rearranged game, Burnley had to postpone it. Burnley Watford. We'll do that now. 2-0 Watford. Oh.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, actually. No, I'm going with my Brexit boys 3-1 Burnley.
Good Lord.
Can you know if it happens, I'm a genius. It's going to be like my Norwich predictions.
There's the table. As you can see, there is a very tight title race.
Yeah.
Only 11 points behind with a game in hand. So we are on for it, to be honest. Man City, watch your backs. All right. We're in the era, but we're
it's far from over, boys. It's far from over.
And we're far from home as well. We are moving like the paparazzi in the tunnel during Princess Diana's death. All right. You never saw us coming, and when we're there, we explode like a bot. What am I talking about?
Okay, moving on. Weekend viewings before we close out the show.
What have I been watching recently? We got my Netflix.
Cobra Kai, I will suggest.
Oh, Cobra Kai is also. Oh, I want to watch this. I've been watching it live. It's coming back in February sometime soon.
Afterlife came out. Afterlife's quite good. The final season as well.
Afterlife. Oh, that.
The Ricky Gervais one.
I don't like Ricky Gervais.
Fair enough. Also, NFL Divisional Weekend.
Let's go Packers.
No, Niners. We're going Niners.
No,
This is a Niners podcast.
No, it's not.
It is. You support the Jets.
True, but I like Aaron Rodgers.
I also like Aaron Rodgers, but still.
I'm sorry. I have to go with my Packers. You almost tripped me up there.
I will suggest this to people. This first time I brought this today. Volvic water with watermelon. Fucking great.
I will recommend Vaseline, boys.
Nice.
We all need to.
Manchester City are in talks to sign River Plate's Argentine international.
Oh, who cares?
Julian Alvarez.
Who cares? No one cares.
All right, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. We will be back again soon.
Sadly. Check out the TikTok.
Yeah, the TikTok. Aslam is posting TikTok videos. It's brilliant.
Sadly.
You're enjoying it. You know it. You're TikTok famous.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm getting hundreds of views.
If Liverpool win the Carabao Cup, you have to do a dance. I think that's.
I'll do that Corvette thing. I'm gonna have to learn it. No, I'll do. You know what? Yeah, fine. I will.
Nice.
I will.
Everyone look forward to that. All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching again, and peace out. Thank you very much.